Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my car buying experience with Carvana. If you want to see this video, just stay tuned. Okay guys, so let's jump right into the video. So I recently purchased a new car. I purchased a car from Carvana.com. If you are not familiar with what Carvana is a car buying website where you can go in and you can purchase any make, any model. They have thousands upon thousands of vehicles on their website. If you still don't know what Carvana is, they are those people that will deliver your car to you on that little Carvana car. It's like a little bed, and then deliver your car to you, or you can go pick it up. So the first thing that I want to talk about is why Carvana and not a traditional car dealership. Okay, so I have been in need of a new car for a very long time. But the thing about traditional car dealerships is they put you through so much just to get a car, okay? And I tried the traditional car dealership, right? I looked at tons of car dealerships, specifically Toyota car dealerships, because I wanted a Toyota. I wanted a RAV4, to be specific. The car that I had previously was a 4-door sedan Hyundai Accent SE or LE, something like that. But anyway, I had a 4-door car. I had a 4-door Hyundai Accent. That was my previous car. So the thing about that previous car is it was the base model. No power locks, no power window, no CD player. It was just the base model. It was my very first car. Loved my very first car. Very appreciative to my parents for buying me my very first car. By the time I got that car, the car was paid in full. The only thing that I had to do with that car was put gas in it, insurance, and keep up on maintenance on the car. And my dad was really amazing at keeping up on maintenance on the car. But it came to a time and point where we had that car for approximately 14 years. It was my sister's car previously. It got passed down to me. We had it for 14 years, and it was just time for me to get a new car. Things were breaking left, things were breaking right, and I just wanted a new car. So I decided to go with the traditional route of going to a car dealership. My sister's boyfriend works for Toyota. I was like, bet, finna get that real good deal. Yes, let's do it. And then he's like, well, do you want me to pull the numbers? Do you want to see where you're at? I have a Discover card, as a credit card, and it gives me my FICO credit score. So I knew where my credit score was at, and I knew that I wanted to get it a little bit higher. So I said, well, if we're really serious about this thing, let me show you this car that I found on Carvana. So I had been looking on Carvana about a month or two ago, because one of my coworkers mentioned that a local bank here has really good car loan rates, and I went to that bank, clicked on car loans. Carvana, they partner with Carvana, and I was like, Carvana? Let me look up Carvana. So I look up Carvana, and boom, start searching. Type in RAV4. This is what I want. Start looking at all the RAV4s they have. They have tons of 2015, 16, 17 RAV4, and this is where Carvana got my business. Okay, so it's easy to go to a car dealership, look at the cars they have on lot, test drive the cars, and of course, you know, those cars are going to be practically brand new, no scratches, no damages, no nothing. Okay, because they're brand new 2018 cars. But 2018 cars cost 2018 money. I have more like 2015 money and not 2018 money. So I wanted to get a new car. I wanted to get a car that was reliable, with low mileage, that was well taken care of, but that I could still afford. So I start browsing on Carvana. I find a car. I was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. It is a RAV4, and this is where, like I said, Carvana got my business. Carvana allows you to click on the car that you want, do a 360 of the car, zoom in, and on their website, they indicate where there are any issues or any damages on the car, exterior and interior. Boom. If I'm going to purchase online, I want to be able to zoom in and see everything that I want to see in the car. So when you're looking at the cars online at Carvana, you can do a 360 of the car, and every time there's something on the car that they want to indicate, there will be an icon. So whenever there was like a scratch or a damage on the car, there would be like a little triangle symbol. You can click on that triangle symbol, zoom in, and you can see the scratches on the car. Okay, if there's any dents and dings, they will indicate that on Carvana as well. So they're not trying to hide things from you to where you're buying a car online, it shows up at your house, and it's nothing like you expected. They are showing you every single thing about the car, inside and out. They're giving you the mileage, they're giving you the Carfax, they're giving you all the details, everything that you need for purchasing a used car. So that is what I loved off the bat. They have a huge variety of cars. They're adding cars in constantly to their inventory. So if you don't find a car on a Tuesday, by Thursday, they probably have a car on there that you might like. Okay, so that's something that I like. Inventory is always changing. They give you a really good detailed view of the car that you are looking at. You can look at all the specs of the car, inside, outside. Boom. So what I do is I go in, start a profile on Carvana, put in all my information, put in my base information, and based on the base information, they begin to give me some quotes and some numbers and some pricing, okay? Based on the information I put in, like my first name, last name, how much I make, what my credit score is according to what I know, and they say, these are the cars, and this is an estimate of how much your down payment will be, how much your monthly payment will be based on the information that you've given. So based on once they pull your credit and all that kind of stuff like that, those numbers will change. But for me, they were very, very, very close, if not spot on. Because like I said, I had the Discover card, I knew what my FICO credit score was. So that's the information that I typed in. Based on that, I was able to browse their inventory of cars and not only look at how much the cars cost, looked at how much the down payment for that car would be, and then how much my approximate monthly payment for that car would be as well. So that helped narrow down my choice of cars. So a lot of their cars in stock do not require a down payment. I was just browsing at the time, so I really didn't have any cash to put down for a payment. It will require me to save. But if I'm able to get a car with no down payment, then I'm going to go for it. And I did. So I filled out every bit of the application online. So what you do is you go in, you find the car that you want, you put in information, and it says get started. Car will therefore be on hold for you. So no one else can buy that car while you're waiting for information to be processed. That car is on hold for you. And I say within less than 24 hours. And this is the thing that confused me about Carvana, but I understand. What you do is you fill out all the information, and then you do all these things. You verify your income. You have to put in your check stubs. You have to put in your license. You have to put all that information in, scan it into the website. They verify it, and then they have your contracts pulled up for you. You pull up your contracts. You go ahead and you e-sign all your contracts, and you send it through. So whether or not you get the car or not will be approved after all this stuff. And if it's approved, then they proceed with the process. If it's not approved, then they'll contact you and let you know why. And I would say maybe, I literally checked on it every single day because I have zero patience. I would say maybe within 3 to 5 business days, I got an email saying that all the underwriting for my contract had been approved. Congratulations, you have a 2015 RAV4. And I'm like, what the heck? That was so easy. That was easier than ordering a pair of shoes offline. So everything for my car had been approved, and they were like, your car is going to be here on, let's schedule a pickup date. So this is the only thing about Carvana that they require when you purchase a car. So when you purchase a car from Carvana, before they will give you the keys to your car, you have to get insurance on the car. In the state of Georgia, you can drive without insurance for 45 days, but they just need to know that you are going to get insurance on the car. So all I had to do was call my insurance guy, say I bought a new car, I need to get insurance on that car, send him all the information for my car, and get insurance on the car. And then the insurance will be in full effect after, I think, my first payment. And you take all care of all that with your insurance people. But that's the only thing that they require The day came and I received my car. They came on a little cool little Carvana van. She pulled out, she came up, she made sure it was me. She double checked. She's like, "Are you Amber?" And I was like, "Yes." And she's like, "Can I see your license?" So she took a picture of my license, front and back, to verify that it was actually me that she was dropping off the car to. I appreciate that. I didn't want them to drop it off to anybody else, because who knows? People are shady. They'll be like, "Yeah, that's me. That's my car. Drop it off." So she dropped the car off. She pulled over to the side of the street. She backed the car into my driveway, and then we start going over all the information for the car. So she did that. She looked at my insurance, and then she started giving me all of the specs and the schematics for the car. And at that time, you have an opportunity to look over the car. So I started looking over the car, and first thing that I noticed was there was a nail in the tire. I'm like, awesome, great. There's a nail in my tire. So at this point, if you decide to purchase from Carvana and you've gotten this far and they drop the car off at your house, look over your car carefully. Look over the tires, have someone look over the engine, look at the interior. If there's anything that was not noted on the Carvana website, that is the time to tell the person who is dropping off your car. They can take pictures of it, they can get in contact, and then have everything on file for when you have to call Carvana back if you have any issues whatsoever with the car. So she instantly took a picture of the nail in the tire, sent it on up to headquarters, and she said somebody will be in contact with you with the solution in 24 to 48 hours. No problem, not an issue. Paperwork. So the paperwork is basically me signing not for the car, but signing paperwork saying that I'm test driving this car for 7 days. So here's where Carvana is above the rest, in my opinion. And I've only dealt with Carvana, so I guess my opinion is biased. So you have 7 days to test drive the car. They ask that you don't get in any wrecks. You don't go over 400 miles, okay? Because apparently you have people who will go through the process of buying a car, get it, go to Vegas, bring it back and be like, "Nah, don't want the car, send it back." And then there's no money lost on their end. They don't have a car payment. They're not, held liable for anything, nothing. So those are the things they ask. Don't crash it. Don't go over 400 miles. She let me take a test drive before she drove off to make sure that it felt good, like I was driving and I was okay with it. So we did that. We signed the paperwork. And this is the other thing I like about Carvana. I was worried about having to go to the DMV, register the car, get a tag, get a license plate, get all that kind of stuff. They take care of it for you. So I signed a paper saying that I gave them permission to go ahead, get me a license plate, get me a tag, and have it sent to my house so I can bypass all the stuff at the DMV. And we all know where the DMV is. I don't care where you live, what state you're in, the DMV is complete trash. Period. Everyone got attitude, don't nobody ever want to work, they only got 2 windows open, and they got 500 people in the lobby. So I was not looking forward to that information or that whole situation. So Carvana took care of that for me. So they are going to send me my tag. They are going to send me my license plate. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So that was the other thing that I loved about Carvana. I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. This is the third thing that I love about Carvana. They have a thing where you can swap your car twice. So I found a car online that I love. I got it home. I start driving it. Say on day 5, I'm just like, nope, not feeling this car. Don't like the color. I want to switch. I can switch. I have 2 swaps. I can swap my car twice. So that means that you can call Carvana, you can get on the website, and you can say, "Hey, not feeling this car. I saw another Toyota RAV4 in a dark maroon color. I like that more." Maybe you get back on there, you see another car that you like, newer model, maybe it was a 2018, maybe it only had 10,000 miles on it, and you could swap it for that car. The only thing would be is if that car is newer, it might require a down payment, so there might be some, there will be a re-signing of contracts, so the negotiations will be different and all that kind of stuff will be different because they have to add that stuff in. But other than that, it's simply redoing the contracts, signing them again, them coming to pick that car up, giving you the other car. So you get 2 swipes. So 2 swaps. They make car buying so easy, no hassle. And I think the difference between buying online with Carvana and going to a car dealership is, I feel like car dealerships, they have to get theirs, okay? They got to pay those guys, they have to pay those ladies, they've got to get theirs. With Carvana, you cut out that middleman. no middleman, no extra people. Carvana's gonna get theirs because Carvana is doing everything on their end. It's not, well, I was working with this guy, but then he traded off this guy, and both these guys helped me. Now these guys have to cut the deal in half. They have to share the money, so we're gonna jack up the price just a little bit more so he can get his and I can get mine and Toyota can get theirs. None of that is happening, in my opinion. I feel like Carvana is just taking care of everything for you, and they are getting it all on their own without that middleman. 15, where it's like around 17,000. Only had 24,000 miles on it, and that is practically stinking brand new. They had cars on there that were even cheaper, like 19,000 miles, $19,000, 10,000 miles on it. You know, low mileage cars that have been well taken care of, just really good quality cars. So if you are looking for a new car, new to you, or a used car, slightly used, I would definitely recommend Carvana. They made the experience pleasurable, they made it easy, and now I am the brand new owner of a 2015 RAV4. Thanks to Carvana, your girl got a new car. So if you are looking for a new car, in the market for a new car, I definitely recommend trying Carvana out, looking for a car. You can get your financing. Oh, I forgot to mention, I got my financing through Carvana. So I didn't go through a third party or my bank or anything else. I financed through Carvana, and it was super easy financing. I can't speak. Super easy financing process. So like I said, if you're interested in a new car, and go to Carvana. They got your back. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any questions about any of the process of buying a car from Carvana, leave them down below, and I will be ecstatic to answer them for you. So thanks so much. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.